Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Happy Friday! This is like take 3. Oh my goodness. I was actually thinking about doing a live today, and I'll tell you why I didn't in a minute, but oh my goodness. My tripod is, well, it has character. It's one of those aluminum ones that, you know, can fold down, and it's just kind of been through a lot. And the last I just got filming, the last one, literally y'all just fell off the tripod and we're on the floor. My phone. Anyways, I think I got it set now. I had to take this piece this top piece that kind of clips the phone on. I realized it's missing that little like kind of rubbery piece on the bottom that holds the phone, so the phone was literally slipping out. So I actually had another like mini setup that I opened up, and so it has one of these things in it. So yeah, that was interesting, right? Well, I have a bunch of babies here. I have 4 of my babies here, as a matter of fact. AZ is laying in front of me on the bed, my little chunker munker. AZ is my Asriel sculpt by Jorgia Pigott. We have little Pippi here. She's the Tink sculpt. All of these babies that are out today are AA babies. And then we have my newest addition, which is Adeline. She's the Eleanor sculpt.
Adelaide, not Adeline.
And then up here on the boppy back there is Asriel. And many of you know Asriel, and he is a Sally sculpt by Bonnie Brown. All very unique babies. So my chunker munker here, we're gonna start with Mr. AZ. I was just getting his diaper changed and was gonna give him a feeding. So all the babies are in onesies because it is very hot today. I had to shut off my AC to do this video because I feel like it's going to be noisy in the background for you all. So let's see how long I last before I melt. So here's little Mr. AZ. His full name is Asriel, but we call him AZ for short. Look at that face. I know that's not focusing too well, is it? There we go. Look at that face. He is just so scrumptious, and those lips. Oh my goodness. Look at those legs. You're a chunk. Yes, you are. And he is a Kimberly's Cocoon baby. And he is my gentle giant. He is just so sweet and so cuddly. And you got those cute lips. Yes, you do. Oh, you're gonna drool on me. Are you gonna drool on me? Yeah, you are. I still kiss those lips. Mwah. Anyway, he is, I just can't help myself with him. To just snuggle and cuddle and love, and I have changed this baby, I think I said this last time, more than like any other baby. He's still pretty new. I think it's been maybe like 2 months that he's been home, something like that, but I enjoy him. I really enjoy him. He is just such an incredible sculpt. I know there's not a tremendous amount of this sculpt out there, and you know, I wish there was. I would like to see more of him because he's just so absolutely gorgeous. So of course this big guy eats quite a bit. I'm just gonna put the burp cloth over me here. But I gotta say, he's very patient. He's such a good boy. Even when I know he's really hungry, he's really patient about it. So, of course, this is just a little bit of role play because I thought let's play some dollies. You know, just kind of get back to the basics here. It's just stuff that I really enjoy. Let me get him started with his bottle, and we'll chat while I feed him. So I don't even know if I'll get to other babies today, but they were all just hanging out, so I figured just have them in view of the video. Right, little guy, big guy, I should say. Oh, yeah, oh, yes. Good. Oh, yeah, you were hungry. Yeah, he was hungry. So, yeah, I figure we'll chat and I'll feed. So yeah, I am not a huge role play person, as you all know, that have been with my channel. You see my videos. But I very much enjoy cuddling my babies, talking to my babies, holding my babies. I guess you would consider that a role play in a way. And, you know, changing their clothes. I love to take pictures. And basically during the day, like I'll just, when I have a chance, if I'm walking past, if I could pick somebody up for a snuggle, that's what, you know, I'll do. And at night, I definitely usually just like pick a baby that I take on the couch with me while I'm watching TV, and I'll lay them next to me, I'll hold them, that sort of thing. So that's really how I spend time with my reborns, and of course with all of you, and making videos, and I enjoy the Instagram and stuff. I do have, you know, many different, you know, fake, whatever you want to call them, bottles meet up. And I do from time to time enjoy feeding a bottle. I like to do it on video while I chat. It just gives something, I don't know, like I'm enjoying this right now. And at some point or another, when I bring a new baby home, I definitely like will get a bottle out and want to feed them. It just, I feel like it helps me bond. It's just not something that I like continue to do. And I have to say also, because I have twin A and B, that's my Twinkies, Benjamin and Berlin. Everyone that's been here knows them. And to those of you new, hello and welcome. I have to say that twin A, because she has the open mouth and she can fit, you know, most, you know, bottles just in her mouth, and the look of realism is very satisfying feeding twin A. So if I feel like feeding a baby, unless it's a specific baby that I feel like feeding, if I just like want to do that experience, I will grab Berlin, because it's, you know, I guess if I had like a full body, or even just a partial, a silicone that, you know, had an open mouth and took a bottle well, like I would probably enjoy that, because it's almost like the ultimate level of realism. So and we have talked many times, but there's always you know, new subscribers coming on, and people that, you know, have never heard me talk before. So it's always interesting to hear, what do you do? What do you enjoy doing with your reborns? How do you enjoy your reborns? And then of course, part of it for me, you know, and a big part of it for me is the collecting and the art. And, you know, I guess I strive for realism like everyone else. But also, you know, a baby has to speak to me. They have to have character, and I like big personality, big character, and unique babies. That's important above all else, is that, like, I love the sculpt, and the baby has character. And of course you want a beautifully, you know, painted and rooted baby, and realistic as looking as possible. Of course, you know, that's there. Oh, you're gonna need a burp for you for sure. So I am definitely more drawn to the open-eyed babies. And, you know, although they definitely look very realistic, I think like if you took them out and somebody was staring, they would notice like, oh wow, that baby's not blinking, there's something, you know, up with that. But I'm not an outing kind of person with my babies. I would if I was going to like a meetup or something. I've talked about this a lot, you know, but like in my hometown here where kind of everybody knows me, and you know, for my children's sake, I, you know, just don't. But oh, you don't, girl. Oh, that was a little bit. We need to get a big burp because you sucked a lot of that down. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, he's just like, oh, whenever I'm with AZ, I am just, oh, my heart is just, I don't know. It's just, I'm just happy, and I feel like, again, he's just so comforting and cuddling and sweet. And of course, you all know, like, Asriel is like, oh, yeah, you know, and he's just got, you know, such a unique personality. They all do, and it's interesting because I talked in a recent video about, like, if you had absolutely no choice and you could only keep one of your reborns, if you have multiple reborns, what would, you know, quote, your favorite, you know, what baby would you choose? And a lot of us, you know, are attached to, you know, many of our babies. So like, we don't want to answer that and call a favorite. And oh, it will be devastating to me to have to choose. But I did talk about that Asriel had, you know, that very special place in my heart and everything. But I would, again, it's not, I would never have to make that choice, and it will be highly unlikely that I would have to, but you never know. But anyway, what I'm getting at is different babies. Oh, there you go. There you go. Different babies for me bring, you know, just, you know, something, different. Like I said, this is my, like, snuggly big man, and, you know, he just brings me a certain kind of feeling. And then, of course, like, you have Pippier, he's a tiny Tink, and she gives you that just, you know, I love tiny babies. So it's like, well, that satisfies that, like, you know, tiny baby one. I don't know. It's just they will bring something different. So speaking of tiny Tinks, I definitely have some news to share. So by the time I post this, I'm going to wait till later to post this because you all know the last video that I did, what was it, like 3 days ago, was Harley's farewell video, and that was my little Myra's little bugs Tink, and she had been on layaway for quite some time while she finally went home, and I know she is currently out for delivery, so the mommy is waiting. In fact, we've been texting back and forth and like piecing the floors together. So, but I know she's, you know, gonna be there soon because she's out for delivery. So, her new mommy said definitely, you know, I can go ahead and share, no problem, where she's going this way. Any of you that would like to follow her journey, and of course she has a new name. I'm not gonna like share any details because I don't want to spoil that, you know, for her new mommy, but her box opening will be up, or will be going up. So she has went to Nicole at Nicole's Little Ones. So I will leave a link to Nicole's channel below, and if she has posted the box opening, I'll put a link to that. Well, I'll come and add it in at some point. You know, it'll be here. Yeah, you fix that. So yeah, definitely head on over to Nicole. Nicole is she really is just a wonderful, amazing, very kind, very talented person. I enjoy watching her channel very much, and I enjoy her friendship very much. I got the chance to know Nicole, especially in the beginning when I first came to YouTube, and I've gotten to know her on a personal level as well. As the Reborns, we've had many lengthy phone conversations. In fact, the night that I had Harley all packed up, we had like a 6-hour marathon conversation. I described everything in the box for her. Nicole is blind, so it was better for her to know everything that was going to be in the box so that I could describe everything, so she knew what she was opening and what color, so she could describe when she opens. And I know she shares that on her, not on maybe necessarily every video, but she openly, talks about that, of course. So, anyway, that was, back to our conversation. We were talking a lot because I wanted the box opening just to be really wonderful for her. So, I went through, every single item and described everything down to, how it was wrapped and what color bow and what was in it and all that. So, it'll be nice for her when she opens the baby, and she is just like so excited about, this baby coming home. It's been a while since she's had a preemie in her nursery, and I know she's been wanting the Tink sculpt. So that is going to be a super fun box opening because, look, for me, I know that I so much enjoy box openings when a mommy is just like so excited and so happy and so much enjoying it. So I think you will get great pleasure out of that box opening, as well as, again, checking out Nicole and her channel, because, I highly recommend, her channel. So anyways, and, I think sometimes, there's a lot of you that are actually looking for channels to watch and recommendations of people that, are really nice. And Nicole is she loves her babies so much, and she's very, very creative in the things that she does with them. I don't want to spoil anything like about her channel, like, so you can go and see, but you're talking about a level of like real creativity. So anyways, we're back to another burp with AZ, and let's see, updates. Destiny had her Sweet 16, which was Wednesday. Yeah, because when I filmed Harley's farewell, I didn't post it until Wednesday, but I had filmed it on Tuesday, so it wasn't Destiny's actual birthday yet. I had taken her, Destiny, and one of her sisters, Noelle. I took the two girls out to dinner on Sunday to celebrate, and then Destiny stayed over at my parents' house that night, and they went shopping on Monday, and they also went out to, I don't know if it was dinner or lunch, but they went out to eat and met up with my oldest daughter, Amber, who is going on 24 in September. So she got to see her and go out to eat with Grammy and Grampy. And then, of course, we did the whole birthday bash, which we celebrated all the birthdays that fall over the summer. We did that a couple weeks ago. So we've had a bit of celebrating. Destiny's had a bit of celebrating. And then Wednesday, what she wanted for her 16th birthday to do with me was to go get pierced. So that wound up getting accomplished, and there was actually like kind of a last minute change of plans. I took her for her belly button at 13, actually, her kind of rite of passage. And yes, I know that's young, but whatever. Not that I need to answer to anyone, but and then she's got several in her ears. She's got the industrial bar and a couple of things, and She really wanted the tongue, and for a while, I was actually against it. Although it's in now, I had my tongue pierced. In fact, I got it pierced twice, because the first time I got it pierced, after 6 days, it was so swollen and so painful, I couldn't stand it anymore, and I took the bar out. And then like a couple years later, I was like, I love the way the piercing looked, and I really wanted it. So I decided I'm willing to ride through the pain again, and I went and got it done. And now we're talking years and years ago. And then I had it for many years, and then I would say maybe 2 years ago, something like that, I had to take it out for an MRI. That was like 3 years ago. Yeah, for an MRI. And at that point, you know, I'm now going on 43. So I never bothered to put it back in. And, you know, I'm getting a little bit older. But anywho. So, this was a piercing she was going to run and get when she was 18. I knew that. So, you know, she's 16 now. So I said, you know what? I'd rather her get from a piercer that I know and I trust, and that's very confident, and nothing's going to go wrong. And he really assessed her tongue, and he would not pierce anything he was not comfortable. Like, he would just say, like, a lot of the little ear piercings, the little tiny, he's like, my hands are too big. I can't fumble around in there. And I just, you know, I just don't do those. Anyway, so that was cool, you know, that I was comfortable. And then I felt like, well, she's at home, and I went and got her the, you know, the Listerine and all the ice and Italian ices and ice cream and applesauce and puddings and all the stuff she, you know, she needed. And, you know, she can heal up nicely and better than when you're 18, and I don't know. So that was that, and she's happy. She's always taken very good care of her other piercings, very good care, you know, and is responsible and things like that. So, that was that for her. And then, of course, Noelle, because Noelle is 18 now, she was all like, oh, you told me no when I was 16 on my tongue. I wanted my tongue, and da-da-da-da-da. And I told Destiny no right up until I didn't. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, Noelle, what do you want me to tell your sister? Well, I told Noelle no. So because now I changed my mind or feel a little bit more comfortable or whatever. It was just funny. She laughed. She wasn't being serious. It was just funny, though. But teenagers, oh my gosh. But it was a fun thing. Mother-daughter kind of rite of passage thing, because as I'm sure most of you can see, I am, you know, tattooed and pierced, and, you know, it's something that's, you know, my style. The tattoos, oh my goodness, my oldest daughter, I took her for her first after she was 18, because she was going anyway to get it done. She's 18, she could do it. And I much preferred her to go to an artist that I know and have my guidance than, you know what I'm saying, than just go with her friends and just get something she wasn't happy with, or with an artist that wasn't good and that sort of stuff. So, you know, to me, I would rather see them, you know, be safe and doing it right. If they're gonna do it anyway, it's like, oh, this is daytime YouTube TV, so I won't get into I was gonna see something else, but I'm like, well, this is a Reborn channel, and there could be kids watching, so I won't get that far. But probably some of you parents know what I'm about to say. You'd rather your children do things safely if you know that they're gonna go and do them anyway, because you can't, at that age, watch them 24/7. You're not, you know. And I find that parents that are just so strict and, like, you know, the kids hide everything from them, and then you don't know what's going on, and I would rather my children be open, my daughters talk to me about things and be open and know they could come to me, and that I'm not gonna flip over the top. Doesn't mean I'm I'm condoning something. It just means that I would rather them come. We definitely have like a, you know, a rule, not a rule, but a, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but we, you know, tell the girls, like, look, you know, if you're ever out and stuck in a position, if you've done something wrong and you were drinking or other people and you need to call in the middle of the night, do that before you get in the car with someone that's drinking. And, you know, like, we have like an agreement that they won't get grounded, that we're not going to get mad, because I would rather my children call me and be alive, you know? I mean, and yeah, I guess if they were doing it constantly and it was, but I have not run into that, then you would have to say maybe there's a problem here, or who you're hanging out with, or whatever. And one time so far, I got a call, and it wasn't a drinking thing, but I did get a call from Noelle and her boyfriend like last year, and they were at a place that it was not a party, but a get-together, kids hanging out, and it was somebody's house that they knew, and people showed up that they didn't know, and I guess some, you know, illicit drugs came out that were more hardcore, whatever. They weren't comfortable, you know, they weren't comfortable, and they called, you know, for me to, you know, go and get them right away. So, again, I feel that way about my kids. It's not easy raising, children, and they don't come with handbooks. And this day and age can be challenging, although I'm sure that our parents said that too. It wasn't like it was when we were young. But the world keeps getting bigger as far as, like, you know, the internet and things, and scarier, and what goes on. It's just, you know, it's not easy, and there's no like set guidelines, but you do your very, very best. You know, well, I do mine, and any loving parent does do their very, very best. I'm just gonna grab some coffee here. And of course, I remember back to my teen years, and as I'm sure we all can do, and teenagers are not perfect, and they're also kind of nasty creatures, like mean, and, you know, the attitude, and they're constantly, no matter how like cool, laid back, and lenient you might be on certain things, they still think like, you know, you're strict, or you're not easy to talk to. I don't know. That's just teenagers for you. And they're all different. Well, kids are different from one another. So, you know, some are, you know, a little bit more easygoing, and some are not. And that's just life. But it is kind of like a minefield going through the teenage years. And I try not to like sweat the small stuff, because I feel like I would have like 5 ulcers and be in the loony bin if I worried and stressed the small stuff that's not gonna kill them. It's just, you know, sometimes you just have to, my mom will ask a lot, you know, especially now that it's summer and we go over there a lot to, you know, bring the kids swimming, and she'll be like, well, how's Tuesday, whatever, you know, and what are the girls doing, and what's, you know, is Noelle working, you know, what's their schedule. And of course, you know, one of them, their work schedule changes from week to week, and I don't know. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to ask them. And, you know, I kind of get the like silence for a minute, like, oh, you don't know where your kids are going to be? They're 16 and 18, you know. So no, I don't, you know, I don't sit there every week and say, what's your work schedule for this week? And each day they'll say, oh, I'm going to work, I'm going to this. Or if I have something that I don't want our plans, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all or not, but my mom had just me. She had 1 kid, and my parents were they were lenient on some things, but in a big way, they were very overprotective. And I rebelled and I pushed back hard, and I left. I had my foot out the door and left when I was 18. Well, I was like a few months shy of 18, but at that point they weren't going to stop me because I was almost 18. So I didn't want to be there, because it was that strict, so anyways, life, and then there's babies, reborn babies, which is such a nice escape to all of you. Whatever it is you have in life, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, whether you have health problems or you don't have health problems, whether you have financial problems or you don't have financial problems. I mean, we all have stuff in life, whether it's family stuff or personal stuff or health stuff or kids stuff. Life is messy. Life is life, and to me, I feel like having a hobby and collecting, and for me, the reborns are, the joy and the love of babies, art, friendship, now YouTubing. It's all fun. It's all a fun escape from the daily bump and grind. Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. That was my chat for today, which of course was completely unplanned. It was just what I wound up starting to talk about. And don't forget to head on over to Nicole's little ones to see her little Tink arrive and hear her new name and all that. And you only really got to see AZ close up, but guys, look at him. Mwah! Give kisses goodbye. Isn't he just, oh, gosh, look at that face. Look at those eyes, those lips. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button for me on the way out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And until next time, God bless.